Working on a boat repair today. It's got a broken clip on it that holds the spare tire rack. We're going to get it around to the shop and get it taken care of. Here we go. That can be tricky all by itself. This hook is heavy, a lot of weight pushing. So the customer dropped by, and on his spare tire rack, you can see I've got this piece. It has broken off. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix that. We're going to reinforce it. And also they only put 2 studs. So we're going to add a 3rd stud in for the spare tire. I don't know what caused it to break. Could have been, 1 lug nut on it and it was vibrating. I don't have a clue. But anyway, it's broken. We're going to make it better. But we'll do that, and then we'll add in another stud down here. And we'll paint it up and reinforce it and have them good to go. Time to put on our work clothes. Here we go. Okay. So we've got this piece here ready to go, so we're pretty well good to go. We're going to go ahead and stretch out and get our ground and everything out and get it tacked on, and then we'll look and see what's going to be our best route to go. All right, so I was thinking when I first originally saw this, I was going to reinforce it. But I just don't see that being necessary. I think the big issue was there was 1 lug bolt on there, and probably the tires shaking on these smooth highways probably caused this crack or break. But there's no way for me to know for a fact. But once we do 3 and all 3 of them's got lug nuts on it, I mean the wheel itself is going to reinforce the part, and the part's going to reinforce the wheel. So we're not going to worry with doing a lot of bracing on it. We're just going to basically put it back together. And I did go to Frost Trailer here locally and picked up an extra stud and everything too, and lug nuts. So whenever it leaves here, it will be completely assembled like it should be. So we've got our boat protected. So now we're going to hook up and ground off good. We're going to tack this puppy on there, weld it out, clean it up, and get it painted. Hard to get ground, got to get through his paint. I'm welding this up with 7018 too. I'm just a firm believer, especially on something that's going to take a beating up and down the road. You just about can't beat a good 7018 weld. And as we go, I've got to take pictures for the customer because this is a warranty job. He just bought all this, and I think they're supposed to be covering it. So we'll take pictures and do a write-up on it so he can get his warranty to cover everything. So we're going to get a little grinder on that and cut us a little bevel, and then weld that up and clean it up. So I'm going to also got a replacement stud to go on this other, so I'm going to put that in there too. Now I'm going to cut us a bevel, and we'll start welding it up. Wire brush it up good and apply some paint and some primer, and we'll be good to go. we're going to pull everything back, get some primer on that, and hopefully our paint will be a pretty close match. Okay, so now we're going to get a top coat of our blue on. So that I can get a second coat on. I'm not going to worry about putting the wheel on right now, because if I do, it's just going to stick to the wheel and not be a good looking job. So we want to try and do it as quick as we can, but the main thing is for it to be good. There we go. That thing got a little tacky. All right, we've got everything done. We got our paint is dry, and I'll show you this. I'm about to put all this together, but especially if you have something that's going in and out of water, I always put a little drop of Never Seas in there. It's good to do it regardless, whether it's in and out of water or whatever. And that just keeps it from rusting up, and of course, whenever you take it apart, it won't tear all your threads and everything up. So we're gonna mount this on here, and that'll be a wrap up to this little project. And he'll be ready to hit the water. There it is. That is done and done. Now with having all three lug nuts in there, the chances of that ever happening again is about 0. So that completes that job. Now we got to move on to the next. Thanks for watching.